We're live?
We're live. Well, there's a delay. So this is the awkward part because...
Oh, my phone. SCS Dexter just went live.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I wanted to make a little animated thing. I was working on that, but then I just ran out of time. Once
well,
again,
thanks a lot.
Lofty goals. Not
That's
gonna
all right. We have this little logo going, so it's not a big deal. But see, this is the awkward thing. Now it's waiting for people to... Do you want to just start right away? Hey, welcome here. Nobody's here. Nobody's listening.
How do I see? Hold on. Let me open up Twitch on my phone.
Well, I got it right here in
Where?
this tiny box on my monitor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is the dashboard section, you see.
Oh.
And then you can access messages.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I do it. Welcome to my world.
Yeah, we should just talk for a little bit just so people
Just
can get acclimated.
Shoot the shit?
Yeah, shoot the shit.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
I just blew my own fucking mind.
Holy shit. Is that what we do?
I wonder if the mic is picking up my dog chewing that bone.
I hope so. That's the best part. Where's the puppy cam?
Oh, I have to set that up. Here. I have to Skype myself. And use my iPad. It's all very complicated because we're doing it stupidly. That's what people don't realize. That's why we had the glitch.
If only we were professional.
Well, that's why we had the glitch last week. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny actually, because I was listening to you guys and then I was like, they know that the video's playing, right?
No, it was like people listening in the Paragonville and Sildari and some other people were like, am I like losing my mind or high on drugs here? What's going on? Because I'm hearing two voices at once. And then I realized that when I brought up the video to look at the comments, I forgot to mute the fucking video. But it's all coming together. Shall we begin? Hello!
Hey everybody!
And welcome!
You guys like Game of Thrones? That's what we're gonna talk about.
What's that?
Guess what? The finale happened recently. Did you know that?
Finally.
You don't say.
How many people are listening there?
59.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but I want people to
There's
put some
people
feedback
here.
to know what the mic levels are like.
Oh, okay.
In
Yeah,
case I'm too
everybody
loud.
out there, let us know how we're doing. You may have noticed last week when it was me and Boss here that
Hey.
we were playing the previous week's video over
I had
our own
nothing
conversation.
to do with it. Notice when Oxnard is around, everything's professional. Everything gets done right.
It's okay. First live broadcast that we did like that.
All right,
And,
Arison says everything sounds great so far,
Oh,
guys.
good.
All right, buddy.
And hello,
Leaving it up to him.
Redonculoid.
Hello.
All right, anyway.
We're all gathering in Dexter's house here.
We're crammed into a tiny room filled with mostly toys and electronic devices.
French Poodle's right here, chewing on a bone.
French poodle.
I mean, French Bulldog is right here.
You have dishonored me, sir.
French. It's a French dog.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's French, so I guess that means we're both losers.
Looks like a little bat ready for adventure.
It does look like a bad.
Yeah, that's why they're awesome.
She's a combination between a pig and a bunny. Anyway,
That's true.
no, we
Yes.
don't need to hear about this.
I think we should have a full podcast about your dog.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
we could.
Just, you know.
I should just record her eating, and that's the podcast.
do it now.
Just the sounds.
you got the mics.
She
brought
laughs.
over-
She has a very human laugh as she's eating.
I'll get you gadgets.
It's very Scooby-Doo-esque.
I brought over my XLR mics, so hopefully this will sound good.
Why? It doesn't sound good on my mic, which is actually your mic that you loaned me?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Yeah, you're damn right.
I'm just
it
saying,
does.
this might sound a little better.
Oh, yeah. It probably will. We got a little more heavy-duty equipment.
All right.
Well, anyway.
Game of Thrones.
Let's jump right in. Here we are, live Game of Thrones, the finale.
The finale.
Mother's Mercy.
Season 5 finale, Mother's Mercy.
Wow. Opened up with Stannis?
Stannis
Is that right?
witnessing that his wife has hung herself. Thoughts, boss?
Well, I watched the teaser right before the show started.
Yes.
Before I have thoughts about Stannis, I have thoughts about that. I was really excited because I saw, what's his name, Sirio?
Oh, yes.
I was excited because I saw him. I was like, oh man, maybe he'll be back. Oh! But then it was just about Sir Meryn Trent who killed him. So, but now I'm thinking, well,
But also
well,
that
maybe
worked
he'll
out well.
be back again, possibly. Maybe he's not dead. I'm still holding on to that thought.
So am I.
I
agree.
kept waiting for Arya to see his face in the many-faced columns. You know what I mean?
I'm still under the belief that Sirio is Jacquard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, that's my.
That's a good
my thing.
theory.
That's also nice.
Stannis' wife hanging herself. I don't really have any thoughts about that. I don't care.
Okay, now here's the thing.
Well, before that... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Oscar.
I have to make a admission here. I watched part of episode 9. I did not see the whole thing.
Okay, which part did you see?
I was watching the beginning, but I know what happens. It's obviously the fighting pits, and then Daenerys rides away on Drogon. Right. I know that they killed off the little girl with the grayscale.
Did you see that?
No, I did not see that.
Well, holy shit.
Yeah, so I just didn't have time to see it. I got back from my vacation, and I just didn't have time to see it. But
Too busy hobnobbing. Out in the Bermuda Triangle with all the ghosts and
traversing
ghouls
the
from
UFOs.
yesteryear. Yeah.
All the aliens. Hey, Oxnard. Hey. How's it going?
Hi, lost World War II pilot.
Oh, boy.
Never to be seen again.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Wow. So I know what happens. I know it was probably disturbing.
Oh, my God. It was so disturbing.
And that's why Stannis' wife probably killed herself.
And that's why also, just before that scene, we saw... a soldier, a footman, comes up to Stannis and is telling him that half the army's left, and they took all the horses.
That's a big amount. Half.
Yeah, and and see, I was right because I got tricked because I thought as they were burning the little girl, you could see like people's faces were like, "What the fuck?
I do not agree with this.
I did not sign on for this." I mean, when they burned that jerk Tad, I was like, "Okay, fine. He stole some bread that I had and my wine, but not this." Yeah, that was brutal. And then so you could see, and I was like, oh man, I think he just lost his army here. But then,
and it's weird because I know, because every time I saw that little girl, I always had a very soft spot for her.
Because you look so much like it, you have the same skin.
No, it's just, but the thing with the show
is, you grayscale in high school.
Whenever you feel bad or you feel compassion for a character on the show, you just know like sooner or later that character is going to die.
Oh, especially they set it up. If you watch the episode, like Davos goes to see her, I made you a present.
Yeah,
I carved you something.
Because I love Davos, and I was like,
God.
he loves that little girl, and you just know, oh, this is not
and you see, when you watch that scene, and they were setting it up the whole time when Stannis has the emotional moment with her, then the red woman comes up and she's like, oh, you need to consider this. And he's like, are you mad? Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. And then he has the emotional scene with her, and then Davos does. Oh my god, you just knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I still couldn't believe that they actually did that. But they
Fucked
did a
up.
lot more in this episode, even. Oh, the last 3 episodes were fucking nuts.
I texted you. My dad's first reaction after the finale, he just said to me, what the hell? What characters are left? Like, who am I supposed to care about?
What the hell?
And I was like, oh, well, Arya, I guess you can care about. Daenerys, you don't really know if she's dead, but I guess she's surrounded by a Khalasar or
That's
whatever.
horse hockey. He just bursts into your room in his underpants.
Just
what the
punching
hell?
Punching me right in the face.
Got spaghetti stains all over him.
left to care about?
Man, my dad's a jerk.
God damn it, Mr. Oxnard.
I like him.
He's
You're
a good
his
guy. Boss is my dad.
Shocking twist. But yeah, so basically Stannis was abandoned because he went nuts. He's like a shell of a human being already at that point, but he's like, all right, I got nothing left to lose. We're marching on Winterfell. And they make their way there.
And I hate to say this,
The
'cause I
ragtag
know
group.
This is what I'm known for, but in the books,
Oh! Hold on.
they were going
back.
They were going to invade Winterfell, but there was some change of plans. And I think now we can finally start talking about the book versus the show in front of boss.
I've been talking, like I was telling my wife.
There's only like
stuff.
1 or 2 things that we can't really talk about.
I mean, there's some theories that we can talk about now.
Yeah,
It's
like the
very
Arya
liberating.
stuff, that's still to happen. Like the book has gone a little bit further with Arya stuff.
She's blind now.
Yeah,
That's like a big thing.
Yeah,
we
that's-
kept waiting. We were waiting for that. Oxnard and I were waiting for that all season, basically.
Yes.
That's why we
Oh,
kept
yeah.
talking about. That's why
Wow.
we thought that one girl was blind.
Oh.
Because she may
fools.
have been, but I don't know. But yeah, now
that's why I thought she was blind.
Well, I didn't know it was permanent blindness. I thought maybe that's temporary.
It's not permanent.
or maybe it is.
It's
You
part of the
guys kinda
trials.
Just tell me it's permanent, as far as you know. That's what I think.
We basically know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Don't we?
I think
Sort
so.
of?
No, not really.
I think we know.
No, I know. I think I know that
Hey,
one.
chat. Is the blindness permanent?
We're not
Now we're gonna wait 15 minutes. for the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. Everybody shut up for 10 minutes. And the other big thing... Well, should we wait? Do you want to hold off on these big revelations or just jump right in?
Hold on to him.
Yeah. All right, let's
Yeah, go
continue
through the
with
whole
show.
story.
Well, we're going to get to this, but we got some Jon Snow stuff to talk about, too.
Oh yeah.
So, Stannis takes the ragtag group to Winterfell. Let the siege begin, he says. And the one soldier's like, I don't think it's going to be a siege there. I don't think it's going to be a siege there, chief. And turns around, and there's a lot of cavalry coming his way.
You're pretty fucked.
There was some incredible aerial shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
They went all out for a lot of shots on this episode. Holy shit.
This is
And
the
he
thing.
just
Like I was
kinda-
gonna ask you because I knew a lot of the budget was used in episode 8 for the big battle with the White Walkers. So since I didn't see the end of episode 9, would you say there was a lot of budget used in that show? or-
Yeah. Yeah, there was, but I mean, the
So you're saying,
episode
like-
8 was like the big, like Blackwater was the big
Okay,
episode.
because I can tell in the finale they use a lot of the money for like special effects shots.
These last 3, oh yeah, no, I mean, it was like some I thought I was watching a shot-for-shot remake of Gladiator, but with Westerosi characters in it. I mean, it looked great.
Nice.
With the part with when the dragon comes, you mean, with Daenerys and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that looked fucking awesome. They spared no expense. Spared no expense. Quote Mr.
It was
Hammond.
in the budget.
It was in the fucking budget.
Not in the bloody book, mate.
That's Oxnard
I am
saying.
Oxnard.
I thought this part with Stannis was funny because he's kind of like when he sees the army coming, he's like
He has a boner.
takes out his sword. He kind of takes out his sword like, all right, I guess. It's like he already knew he lost.
He knew he lost before they even went out there. He's just like, what do I have to lose? Go for gold.
I actually thought maybe there's a possibility something Lord of Light will happen. Like, I don't know, some massive beam
Here's my theory.
Well,
kills the
That's the other thing. The Red Woman certainly thought so.
Sort of expecting something could happen, but then,
Everyone just bursts into flames.
Yeah. My theory, and this is jumping ahead, and I'm sorry, because the book. Okay, boss. The last time you see Jon Snow in the book,
He's dead.
he's dead.
Like this.
Yes, for the watch stab. For the watch. It's a little.
You said they don't say that he's dead. You said that he just gets stabbed.
Well,
He gets stabbed.
We're going to get to
It's
this.
not a
We're
plot.
definitely jumping in.
But here's my prediction. I think Melisandre is going to bring him back to
Yeah,
life.
well, that's what we're... Hold off, because we're going to get to
Okay.
that stuff. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
This guy's always fucking jumping ahead.
Didn't he fucking listen?
he
I'm sorry.
thought
I just want to
first.
rush
See,
to like
This
the
is
best
what
part.
happens, Oxnard. This is a live
Man.
show. We
I mean,
can't,
you can't-
go back and edit all the stupid things that you
Wait, we're
say.
live?
You bring up.
Who are you guys?
But yeah, no, put a pin in that, because we're going to get back to that.
Put a pin in that.
Put a fucking pin in it.
Tie some string around it.
So, yeah, so unbelievable. I mean, Stannis is basically being swallowed up by the Bolton's army.
I don't know how he gets out.
I don't know how he made it to that forest.
Yes, exactly.
He's fucking Roose Bolton.
They,
He knows how to do it.
Bolton.
so, meanwhile...
Stannis, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
Stannis'
sorry.
breath.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's fucking Roose Bolton. That's how.
It's fucking
He's
Roose
fucking
Bolton.
Tyrion,
Roose
that's
Bolton,
why.
who was
He put on a Roose Bolton mask and just walked in the forest.
Roose Bolton, who was not featured in this episode for a second.
Because he's fucking Arya.
Yeah.
Hello.
Meanwhile, while this battle is happening, Brienne of Tarth and Pod, they are still just
Hanging
staring
Yeah.
for days, waiting for that candle to light up. Pod sees that Stannis is marching on Winterfell, gets Brienne, she turns her back, only to just miss Sansa making her way to the tower and lighting that candle.
All hopeful, looking around with the candle.
Sansa's like, I did it! Freedom! And then she just sits there for like 20 minutes like, freedom!
Sansa, you moron.
Then then that jealous biatch shows up with a bow and arrow, and she's like, "Oh, we just..." Basically, she says some disgusting stuff because she's like, "He just needs the parts of you to make an heir."
Yeah,
Okay.
I need
so
your
I was
pussy.
like, "What's she gonna cut both of their legs off and her arms or something like that?" It's basically gonna be like Pillow Man, but Sansa.
Well, if
I'd be like,
Master Qyburn
wonder-
was around,
Oh.
he could do his little surgery on Sansa and just make her legs and puss. There you go.
I think they'll be okay. I would think that moats are really deep, so that you can't just walk through it with a horse or something.
What are you talking about? Is that a euphemism? That's a euphemism, right? You're thinking
about moats, right?
You're talking about Ramsey fucking an amputated Sansa and how he would even be able to
I
get
was
her to
watching
do
the
that.
show. I was not paying attention.
And then I'm like,
I thought I knew exactly what you
says.
You know that a horse can run over a moat.
That was definitely a euphemism. Like Ramsey's like, don't worry about it. I've seen it. It's not like a horse can get through the moat, if you know what I mean. Holy shit!
Sorry.
What's the chat saying?
Frankenpuss.
Don't worry about the chat.
Raviscore.
There you go. Frankenpuss.
I don't know.
Master
What? What do you mean
Kyburn.
don't worry about the
To
chat?
We'll do that later.
Don't listen to Boss. So disrespectful.
Yeah, the chat's awesome.
That's-
Keep chatting, guys.
That's like half the fun of the Twitch
Oh,
is
well, I
that
want him
people
to
are
chat.
interacting.
Just ignore it.
I want him to chat, just not with me.
It's another one. What's it say?
Throw her in a pond. Name her Bob.
Wow, these are
Nice.
quality.
Thanks for the chat, guys.
Don't
This is
listen to
what
Boss.
we need.
Boss is deterring them. Anyway,
Moving on.
Brienne.
Yes.
You want to
Jinx,
this
buy
one?
me a Coke.
Oh, fuck.
No, Brienne, does she kill Stannis?
Shocking? Question mark?
Does?
Yes, I think so.
Well, they don't show him dying. All right? Just
I don't
throw
think
that-
she kills him.
Knowing both of them, I would think she wants to kill him. She's like,
Oh, she definitely
she's like,
wants to.
She's like lawful, and he's lawful, so he's like, yeah, kill me. It's your job,
Do your duty.
or I'll kill you.
Well,
I'll
he-
have you hung
he
if you
did
don't
say,
do
like,
your duty.
honor-
I'll take part of your fingers off.
What did he say? He says, like, honor your oath.
He says,
honor,
do your
Do your
duty.
duty.
do your
I think
duty.
he says,
do your
yeah.
duty. So he respects that, like, if you have this, connection with someone and you make an oath.
He abides by his own principles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He practices what
I
he
think
preaches.
He'd rather
Yeah.
she kill him.
Yes, Stannis is awesome.
But
I
does
hope he
she
doesn't-
kill him? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think so. Because I thought that that was surprising to me because, where we have read through the books now, you don't know. That hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there hasn't been this kind of epic...
Yeah, Brienne and
battle.
Pod in the books. Sorry to bring this up again, but Brienne and Pod.
No,
in
it's
the
okay to
books,
talk about it now because the books are basically wrapped up. So
They're
it's-
doing this completely different thing. They're still looking for Sansa in the books at this point, and then they go to like the swamplands, I believe, something like that. And they have this big fight, but yeah. So it's just interesting where the show is taking that character. So we'll see where they happen to be next.
I mean,
season.
it's good. It works that it's all
it does.
interconnected, and obviously, I mean, Sansa's taken the role of Jane Poole, and
Right.
and we were talking about this bitch pointing the bow
Should
and arrow
we
at her.
reveal to Boss the big thing about Mance?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Okay.
about that in 1 second.
Okay.
So, Theon saves Sansa here. He throws this bitch off of the
Yep.
off the tower, which was awesome because
It
I
was
was expecting him to smash her head against the wall. So they tricked me because she went flying, and that crunch sound in me, that was disgusting. There was a
love a
lot of
good
gross
crunch.
stuff this episode. I love a good crunch. Captain Crunch, they call me.
Looking
Then
bones
Theon
and
and-
muscle and sinew and calcium and oh yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, it's hot.
hot. Yeah, sexy.
Yeah.
He
Ugh.
likes dead things.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I
He's
want
just-
to bang
yeah.
a zombie.
Yeah, he's
That's
got a
what I'm
zombie
known for,
boner right now. I don't like recording live with Oxford in person.
This guy really creeps me out.
So then Theon and them try to make the escape. They basically jump off of one of the walls into the deep snows. So you are thinking, well, I hope they're all right. Maybe one broken arm or a leg or something. But
Dexter, if you jumped 50 feet and landed in a snowbank,
yeah,
could you survive?
I'm gonna
How
say
big is the snowbank?
50
Big- good
feet.
size.
He just said
It's
50 feet.
taller.
You jump 50 feet. That's not.
Oh,
how
I
big a
thought you
snowbank
said. I
You
thought you said
leap
into a 50
from a
foot
height.
is. Like
snowbank.
an inch of snow.
No, you leap.
50-foot snowbank.
Let's
I
say
thought he
50
said.
foot, you'd be fine.
I'd be suffocating on snow.
You would,
I'd be
but-
drowning on snow.
Let's say,
Survive the fall.
let's say the snowbank is a
deep do you
is a
sink
foot
into
higher
that?
than you are.
Is it frozen over?
Okay, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
leaping. You're falling 50 feet into a snowbank that's a foot
I
higher
would
than
not
your
want
height.
to fall into the snowbank.
I think I would survive.
You think
Yeah,
so?
it would-
Yeah, I don't know.
Be
Not,
worse than
I
water.
wouldn't be unscathed, but how do you climb out of that? You're basically in quicksand.
I was just asking if you survived.
See, I say you can eat your way out of the snow.
Okay.
I say no.
See, what about if the snow? See, it's winter has come
This
now
is
at
the
this point.
stupidest hypothetical.
You're a stupid hypothetical.
Dexter, it's fall. Everyone's raking leaves. Big pile of leaves, 2 feet high.
They jumped into a moat.
You leap
That
off
is
your
the
house.
No, they looked down on it. It wasn't a moat. It was
Of
snow.
course it was. Go back.
Go back. We have the episode playing to refresh our memories here, just so you guys know in the back.
Legally attained.
I went back too far, or not far
Way
enough?
Far. I feel like just happened.
All right. And while we're doing this, Raviscore says, who may be Sildari, but he forgot Sildari's password. Unless it's somebody else who stole
Pretending to be
Sildari's password.
Hey,
Yeah.
do not pretend to be Sildari. You better be fucking Sildari.
He
Sildari
says,
rocks.
They're basically writing the book for George Martin at this point, which is true. And Arrowson W says, what's your opinion about Pod taking the axe? I've read stuff saying that they wouldn't have had that 10-second shot showing it if it wasn't important in some way.
Ooh, I like a good axe, man. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I don't know what that implies. That's true. That's a good
Everybody uses
observation.
a sword. Sometimes you got to axe it up.
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's a good point. I didn't even think
Do you
about
think maybe
that.
they're
I
gonna
just
make-
thought, well, he wants to arm himself.
Here's an idea.
Just in case.
Pod is going to become like a super action hero, and they're hoping that
the
there's going to be
last action hero.
there's going to be a spin-off. It's going to go with Pod Adventures. It's going to be its own movie series. You see? That's what's going on. Axe,
Yeah,
Axe
exactly.
Pod.
Axe Pod. Oh! He's got his own column.
Ask me a question. That's horrible. Smash.
Down in Dorne asks, my paramour had his head crushed in by the mountain.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're watching here. All right, so here we go. There's not a moat.
I think there's a moat. in
No,
this-
we're
in this
looking down.
shot.
No.
Not in that shot.
In the shot where they look straight down to where they're jumping.
This one.
I don't think there's a moat around.
There's no
Winterfell.
moat around
Just look-
Winterfell.
Focus, please.
I did. They don't
I'm
show
watching.
it again.
I'm looking right at it.
They're going to show you.
They did already.
No,
Reek
they
is
didn't.
looking down. They jump.
They don't show it again. They showed them
Wow,
looking
you're
straight
right.
down
I
at
saw
it.
a moat.
Here's the thing. This episode has a
certain
lot of cliffhangers
I
for
was
every
certain I
single
saw a
character.
moat.
Yeah.
Arya, Sansa,
Maybe
Reek.
under the snow there's water.
I don't think there's a moat at all around Winterfell.
Maybe they fall through the earth.
I mean, every good castle has a moat.
See, if I had a castle, I would not have a moat.
Yeah, so
Moats,
everybody would
a
destroy
moat
it.
seems very played to me. It's like, oh, you have a castle? You definitely have to have a moat. Fuck off. You need a fucking moat. Lava. Volcano castle. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's play too much Mario.
Yeah, and Minecraft.
All right.
I am
Arya
Bowser.
scene.
Okay, so anyway, they escape. What we were going to talk about was
How many bones
how
are broken?
Theon, right, is trapped. Well, no, we're gonna skip that horrible
Okay.
debate. Theon, has been trapped, but with Ramsay. This girl, I think her name is Jane Poole. The Boltons are pretending that that's Arya, and that Ramsay has been married to Arya, but is actually this friend of Sansa's, and she's been like locked in this tower, refusing to come out, tortured, like how Sansa is, and basically Mance Rayder was not burned to death. Okay, they made the Lord of Bones. I think
Right.
it was the Red Woman.
Hold on. Set this up a bit more. So, boss. Mance Rayder's dead, right?
Yep.
Guess. Okay, in the books? Listen to this shit.
Not
He's
dead.
not. He's not dead.
Yeah,
He transferred his identity into
the Lord of Bones.
the
I
Lord
think
of
it
Bones,
was.
which
Ooh.
in the
You
show,
warged him?
No, I think it was the Red Woman did that.
the Red Woman did it, and in the show, it seems like he might have transferred himself into Tormund.
What?
That was my theory, but they haven't revealed that.
Oh, you think so?
That's what I was thinking, because Tormund is the one that Jon Snow goes to and is like, hey, you need to unite the people, the wildlings all together. So I was thinking, like, the spirit of Mance is in Tormund.
And maybe that's why he says, "Do you know how long it took
Yeah,
Mance
but
to
I don't think
unite
that's the
them?"
case anymore.
20
but,
fucking years.
yeah.
Let's ask that one guy on
I don't
Twitter that
think-
looks like Tormund.
I don't think Tormund's possessible.
But you have to remember, the thing in the books is that Tormund's, he's a separate character. I'm sorry. Mance is transferred into the Lord of Bones, this other character, who is then sent to Winterfell with his spear wives Remember
Right.
that?
Yeah, and he's like a bard. He's and when you first meet Mance, he's like barding it up
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
books, and he's like very. Jon Snow starts talking to somebody else that he assumes is Mance, but he was wrong, and it was like this fancy boy bard, someone he would not have expected. So he's gone in, to Winterfell.
It's a big deal in the books. In the show, I guess they just said, hey, we don't need to do that, I guess.
Anyway, and Asha Greyjoy is happens to be there as well because she's trying to save Theon at the time.
What's
and there's
bizarre
like
about
a
this
huge
finale-
snowstorm going on.
Yeah.
because winter is like on, full on at this point. And so they did it a little bit differently. And Stannis, we don't know what's happened to Stannis at all at that point. So, long story short, we don't know what happened to Stannis.
Right. Now, I was going to say about this episode, it's interesting what characters they feel...
Mansmond, Raviscore says.
It's interesting what characters they felt like they needed to wrap up. Like, they wrapped up the mountain. They wrapped up a bunch of characters, but they didn't
Wrap
wrap
them
up Asha. Didn't wrap up...
She just she's like, well, we tried. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically all they did.
I have a question. Is the littlest Stark, is he with Bran too?
No, Rickon is
No, he's
somewhere
off
else
somewhere.
with
That was
Osha,
fucking
I think
weird.
her name is the wildlife.
Osha
Fucking
took...
They
weird.
go.
We don't even know where the hell he is.
Well, same thing, basically. I think, didn't they go somewhere on
They
an
went
island
south.
with cannibals?
I think they went south.
Didn't they end
that's a
up
good
on a
place.
cannibal island or something? I
don't
thought they
think so.
ended up in some hot water somewhere.
Did they? I don't know. I forget.
But they split up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Bran, will be back, I guess, next season. They didn't do anything with him in the
I
finale.
think Bran's done. I think that's the last time we see Bran.
But they didn't like kill him off or
An
anything.
entire
They just
season. Not a hint of Bran.
because they already wrapped his story up basically.
Yeah, it's over.
There was one.
You're never going to see
there
Bran.
was one more thing that they could have done. One more thing that they could have done, and it would have been like part of one episode, and that's it. But let's move on to Arya.
Yes. Okay.
Revenge time.
Yeah. Whip those girls.
You see, what's his name?
So Marin,
Marin Trant.
Yeah.
Marin Trant, the fucking shithead,
Likes to hit-
disgusting
likes to-
asshole.
He's basically a nun at a Catholic school. He's just hitting girls with a ruler.
I
with
don't
a
think,
stick.
I don't think that's considered a
No.
nun at a
I'm
Catholic.
gonna say
Offensive to all nuns.
no. All nuns are like that.
I don't think so. He's
I've
just a
seen-
creep who wants to see poor girls being beat.
A nun.
No. Wrong.
Nuns
No.
beating people with sticks. Well, I don't care if it's a live recording. Talk to anybody who went to a Catholic school.
Hey, chat, what do you think? Is it nun-like activity? Beating young girls into sexual servitude?
Well, not the sexual servitude part. You can't
That's
throw
what
that
you
in
said.
on me. No,
You
that is
definitely
not
said
what I
that.
said.
That's what I
No.
heard.
All right, fine, whatever. I'll stand by that, even though I didn't say it.
All right, Arya.
So, Marin Trant's whipping some girls with a bamboo stick.
Yeah.
There seems to be some pain that they're feeling, except
Well,
for
there's
one.
a few shots of where, like, Arya sees him, and then he sees her, and it's like, oh, there's a moment of, like, recognition for a
Well,
moment.
that was last
That was
week's.
last week.
That was last week's episode.
So
Oh, I'm sorry.
drunk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
Oh my God. Last week, Oxnard.
last time he's in a live discussion.
I know, Fiona. Moving on.
Moving on.
Not last week's, but this week's episode, we see
I
Marin
was just
Trant.
bringing up those scenes. All right, you have to bring it up against me. Okay.
Gotta beat that faith into him, Sildari says.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, so anyway, one of the girls doesn't feel any pain at
Yeah.
all. And you think, whoa,
She's a
what's going
tough
on here?
girl.
And he's like, ooh, I have my work cut out for me, don't I?
Yes.
He's liking it.
Takes out the chainsaw.
Yeah. Turns into like Army of Darkness. He lifts up his arm, it's a chainsaw attached to it.
Groovy.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Punches her in the stomach.
Yeah, that one sent her down to the floor.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one inflicted some pain, but
She's
then
like,
all of a sudden. Yeah, exactly. Oh, my stomach.
Basically.
Then
She didn't go, ee! Which was what he wants.
exactly.
Arya kills him.
Yeah. So anyway, she pulls off her
Fucking
mask.
douchebag is dead.
He's like, "What the fuck?" That was this. So this gets
And she
disgusting.
leaps at him like a freaking
Like a-
spider monkey.
Yeah, stabs him in the
Yeah.
eyes.
You can tell
stabbing him.
there was like a stunt double because you could tell like the stunt double was a little smaller and it like leapt on top of the guy.
Oh, I think you're gonna say taller.
No, smaller.
It's like a huge guy jumping on it. And they cut. Let's get to the still frame. It's the guy who plays the mountain. Yeah, stabbing him in the face, taking his eyes out, stabbing him in the chest. Just slow, painful. She stuffs a rag into his mouth. He can hardly breathe.
It's good stuff.
She's like, doing a say my name, Heisenberg, sort of thing.
I am the one who knocks.
Skylar, Jesse.
Hey, yo, Mr. White. Bitch.
So, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe it's you. And then his throat is slowly slit. And you see the whole thing. That was cringeworthy.
It's good. We need more scenes like that with Arya. I want to see her killing everybody.
Then, though, she returns to the House of Many Faces, to the God of Many Faces, and the House of Black and White. And Jokar, whatever his name is, very displeased.
You stole from the many-faced god.
Yeah. A life for a life. And he shows the poison, and she's like, oh no, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to give her that, and then she was going to go blind.
Yes.
But what happens is he drinks it, and then he dies, and she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then it's not him.
It's revealed that the many-faced people, like, hey, we're nothing. We can be whoever we want.
Right.
Exactly.
It was a mind fuck for me.
And she keeps pulling these faces.
So how many faces can you apply to your face before it starts accumulating to the point where you just look like a bloated mess?
You look like the Elephant Man.
So there's magic.
I'm a many-faced man.
I am not an animal. Sorry.
So maybe
No,
it's
you're not.
like if you are no one, you don't need the actual faces. It's kind of like fake. I don't know.
And he says it was no one. I don't know.
Everyone who's in that chamber is a no one.
Bunch of nobodies, if you ask
bunch of
me.
nobodies. They were once somebodies, but now they belong to the many-faced men.
And the whole thing is that she basically said, I am Arya Stark to Meryn Trant. So she has publicly acknowledged that, she has
still
not
has-
forgotten who she is.
She still has a personal vendetta against all these people.
Oh, yeah. That's why she went to this place to begin with.
Yeah. And I think the House of the Many Faces understands that, but they understand that she's also a very capable assassin. So they have to suffer through her little personal problems just to make sure.
It's tough
my
raising assassins.
Yeah. They should have just gone into
My theory is that
now.
Arya is going to be like the ultimate super assassin, but you have to understand like she has some personal problems.
She's going to be the John Wick of Westeros.
Yeah, something like that. Sure,
Are you
why
an
not?
assassin? You're an errand
What's the
boy
chat saying?
sent by grocery clerks to collect the bill. Daniel Plainview says, you look like a fool, don't you?
Oh fuck,
Fool, you boy.
Eli.
So Arya sees her own face, and that's when she starts to go blind.
Yes.
That's basically it's lesson time.
I want
All
to
right,
know what would
Karen.
have happened if she pulled off her face.
She would have had
You know?
bones.
No, because her face was on the dead guy. She pulled off all the other faces. Why can't she pull that one off?
I think she freaked out.
Right.
I want to know what happens if she did.
So like, if, let's
Probably
say,
just another face.
let's say she punched her own face really hard. Would her character like be like flung back? Like, oh shit.
Oh,
You know?
and she has like a black eye.
Yeah, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then she stomps on the face of her, but it turns out, oh, that's a bad idea. And then her character flies back because she just face stomped herself.
And then all of a sudden it's
Game of Thrones, motherfucker. George R.R. fucking Martin.
Moving on.
Jamie.
Quite a shocking scene that was next. Holy cow.
This was interesting. Yeah.
Time to leave Dorne.
Hey, I understand that you're an incestuous fucking asshole, but you know what? I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that my dad fucked his sister.
You don't believe that?
Hey, look, she's been spending time in Dorne.
Yeah.
Shit gets freaky down there,
I
I'm
agree
sure.
with that.
Okay.
She knows how it goes.
So it corrupted her mind.
Also,
Yeah.
she is a Lannister,
Yeah.
and she is the product of incest.
Right.
Yes.
So I think if you're the product of incest, you're
care
either going to
less.
go insane if you found out that you were, right?
In this universe, yes, you most likely.
well,
go
no, I mean
insane.
you could be insane just because madness runs like with the Targaryens,
Right.
Or you would go insane because you found out you can't like understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot believe that my parents are brother and sister. Like, that horrifies you. Or you're going to be like, you know, like what she did. Like, you're okay with it because that's what other choice do you have? You understand.
I think she's like the perfect person to be okay with that because she's
dead.
A greedy Lannister. Greedy Lannister. And she's spent so much time in Dorne where, you know, that happens every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just wants to get laid.
Right.
You saw it in the first episode when you see her with their Dornish prince there.
Right.
They just want to have sex. It's all they're about. They're like in love. They want to fuck. And then so she understands. I understand, Dad. You just want to fuck. You're just like me. That's a terrible theory.
Just want to fuck. Just like me, Dad.
What's the...
He's horrified. He kills himself. Starts hitting himself with his golden hand. Anyway, Myrcella, right? That's her name?
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in the book.
No.
But as soon as... So they're leaving Dorne. Jaime, Bronn, Myrcella, the Dornish prince. They're all saying their goodbyes. I was surprised that Mr. Martell there...
Oh, yeah, he
whose name
shows
I
up.
forgot. Mr.
Dorne.
Martell. Doran Martell, right. That he even was having this goodbye. Just get out of here already, I'd be saying. Go!
Bring my chair.
Enough. Yeah. Wheel me down here. So, you know, I can watch. So then they have this whole goodbye. She kisses Myrcella on the lips for
Right.
quite a while. As soon as that was happening, I turned to him and said, poison lips.
Right, yeah.
You knew what was happening
Really?
right there.
I knew immediately.
I didn't pick up on that.
I don't know why I knew
I was just like,
immediately,
that.
but I
Oh,
was-
man, that's weird sexual weirdness going on.
So then I forgot all about it because you have the scene and it's very uncomfortable, but also strangely heartwarming and emotional when Jaime.
me.
Oh, I thought it was because
I was
Jaime's coming clean
Cold as
about
ice.
cold as ice. You are cold as ice with everything.
No, he's coming clean, and also, like, his daughter is saying, like, look, I understand.
She's accepting him.
Yeah, and they're also in this society where it's like that's looked upon as a blasphemous thing.
She
but
just
like
said-
within the family, it's like that's fine. Like
Yeah.
I
I
understand.
love you, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Sister fucker.
Well, no, he fucked her mother.
Who's his sister? Which is worse?
Technically, isn't your
Motherfucker
dad
is
a
when,
motherfucker?
as if she fucked her mother.
That's true.
Every dad is a motherfucker.
Yeah, every dad's the motherfucker.
Yeah. All right.
He was so proud of it too.
Sister fucker.
Good one, motherfucker. He was so pleased
Get
with
it?
himself. So then all of a sudden they're having this emotional moment, this embrace, the understanding is happening, and then the nosebleed begins, and you think, oh yeah, that's right, the kiss, the
Oh yeah,
kiss of
she
death.
gets seasick real bad.
So bad, she's dead.
Nosebleed seasickness.
And
Interesting.
then they cut to back to shore. The boat has not gone far at all. Sometimes with this show, it'll be like 20 minutes have passed where you're watching people on a boat, and then when they cut to where the boat is, it's like 10 feet from the dock where
Yeah.
they left. Like in the episode when Jon Snow is trying to get away from the Ice King.
Yes.
And there's like these long, drawn-out shots, which are very cool and awesome, but they're really long, and there's a lot happening, and it's just close-ups of people like horrified, and then when they have the last shot, it's like you might as well be standing on the fucking dock.
You know what's funny about that is why are they still on the docks? Wouldn't you want to get the hell out of there because you just killed her? Because they could just turn the boat around.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. I kept waiting for that
Or
too.
imagine-
You gotta flee the crime scene.
What's that guy's name? The
Blackfish.
Blackfish. Man,
Yeah.
Blackfish is there with his bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Take care of business right there, right on the docks. Dead.
7 hells. Yeah, I kept waiting. So then they have the shot, and you see her. I forgot her name again already. Whatever, Eliora Sand. She's wiping her lips, and she drinks the antidote because her nose started bleeding.
Right.
And then you think, oh, okay, well that confirms it. And they kept showing the boat in the way I kept expecting it to start to turn. Why wouldn't it? If I was Jaime and Bronn and them, I'd say, turn this fucking boat around.
And Jamie's just there, like, with his hand on his hip, and he's just like, really?
Or they
Your plan? You're gonna fucking die.
He's more mildly annoyed than anything else, apparently.
Fuck.
Yeah.
they cut.
I had to turn around.
They cut to the end of the dock behind them where Doran is still sitting there like, why did you just drink that antidote?
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
As his people are trying to lift his huge throne.
I also was like, why they keep alluding to Oh, they were alluding to like Braun and the pixie haircutted, useless sand snake.
The hot one?
Yeah, the only one whose skill is to flash her tits.
And suck at acting.
Yeah, and
Flash your tits and apparently
hey, if
poison
you're ever in
people,
Westeros-
but conveniently apply the antidote at just the right moment.
yeah.
This is my power.
How did she last that long with the poison on her lips? Did she how many times has she done this? She has more of an immunity to it?
I'm ashamed at how bad the sand snakes were handled in the show.
Yes, Oxnard takes all responsibility for the failure.
I give him all responsibility.
Yes, blame me. I don't care.
You know what's
it's just
the
so stupid?
The shocking part about the sand snakes
is that they fucking suck. They should have been fucking amazing, and they suck ass, balls, cocks. Everything is sucked.
Oh, I wish they did some of that.
Yeah, but they didn't. That's how much they suck.
That's how disappointing they were. No, what was surprising to me was they made the one like most badass one, the one that threw the spear into the guy's head.
Right.
And when you first see the sand snakes, she ended up being the most useless one.
They're all useless.
No, but the most useless. Like, they made her seem like, ooh, she's very skilled.
Right.
Look at her with this, you know.
She's like a leader, Sans.
Yeah, she has like Viper,
I was reading an article.
Speed and like accuracy, and then
She's
it turns
ugly,
out.
so she must be skilled.
Yes, exactly, right. She has no time for men. But it turns out the other one was all she does is show her tits, and your heart starts to explode, and then and then you have to drink a little Kool-Aid.
Here's my theory. Showing her tits made his blood pressure kind of go up, and that also made the poison kind of rush through his system.
Yeah.
That's why it instigated his
you're
reaction.
right.
No, yeah, but the other thing with like, I forgot my train of thought.
And the other one is useless except to just look good, and she's good at the hand slapping game. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what the fuck they were doing with these sand snakes. Then the one that we thought would be like the greatest warrior of them, she has like virtually no lines,
Yeah.
no lines at all.
The one that uses the whip?
No, the one that used the spear.
The spear? Okay.
Yeah, the one that you thought was like the main one of these sand snakes. That's who I thought was like she's the most skilled of the sisters,
they
right?
dropped the ball.
Because she's
I don't
Obera,
understand.
right? She's like the name, basically the female namesake of him. I don't know. I was like shocked. All she does is look annoyed at her sisters, and then at what's
my
happening.
sister's
She
a
sleeps
slut.
little.
What?
She sleeps on a bench in the cell.
Yeah. Sleeping on a bench. That's what I want from sand snakes.
Next.
Any comments on the chat?
Let's see. Oh, Daniel Plainview. Tristane will for sure be a hostage, which is what I think the world's deadliest Revlon model wanted. I like that. The deadliest Revlon model. Arrowson says, I'm all for Tristane and Marjorie thing to happen in the sales. The inventor says the entire episode had too many jump cuts to be positive and confirming any deaths. Daniel Plainview says, willing to sacrifice her mother? Shame! And then El Juanjo 1818 says, hola, Sildari. That epic hand-slapping game, though, that's true. It was epic.
No.
Boss says no.
Says no.
Redonculoid says, I like Black Mountain more than the Sand Snakes, and he barely even did anything.
Okay.
Next scene.
Ah, yes!
We're sitting on the step.
Tyrion, Jorah, and Dario?
Dario!
Dario! It's me, Dario!
Thank you so much for
Dun-dun-dun.
liking my chin. That would have been the old Dario.
Yeah, this is a pretty pathetic leadership.
They're basically like, what do we do? I'm gonna look for her because I'm in love.
Yeah.
No, I'm in love.
Right.
I'm gonna go look for her. I think you're both stupid.
I want to go too.
Yeah, I'm still going though. No, you stay. You're tiny.
Apparently, Grey Worm and Melisande.
Yeah.
Melisande?
They have input here. Like Grey Worm has
they're
input.
gonna
He's the
rule
mindless,
all of
unsullied.
Marine.
Yeah.
Apparently. Whatever.
How is Grey Worm any fit to rule anything? He's just a soldier.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why does anyone respect Grey Worm?
Right.
Well, he
should
has
be
no
a-
balls.
He just should be a
So do
mind.
all the Unsullied.
He should be a mindless killing machine and have nothing to do with politics.
No, Miss Sandy ruined it for him.
Oh man.
I think they missed his balls. I think that's what happened. They
Awful.
missed his balls.
Awful. They should just throw a wig on Miss Sandy and pretend she's in
All right, so this brings up another topic because remember once I said, "Hey, there's another dragon stone."
No.
Well, I said that once. Maybe I cut it out, but there is another dragon stone.
Oh.
What happens after Daenerys gets taken away by Drogon? She lands in the cave where Drogon is like living, and she claims that place as Dragonstone.
Oh, yeah.
So there technically are 2 Dragonstones.
Oh, yes.
So there you go, boss.
Okay,
That was it.
I like it.
Well, tell
Hey,
us
boss,
another
you want
fact
another-
about Brazil.
You want another fucking spoiler, boss?
No, not yet. You have
All
to
right.
wait.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm just gonna fucking pour all the spoilers all over boss later.
No, I think we can start to talk about a lot of spoilers.
There's one spoiler
Hold
that
on.
he can know because
Right.
it has no impact on the show
Yeah, yeah.
anymore.
yeah, hold on. That's at the end. I think it was kind of funny that Drogon just flew somewhere because I thought I was under the assumption he would just fly her back to the keep where she stays, like her palace. I thought
Welcome
that was
home,
gonna
Khaleesi.
happen.
I'm
But
a
no.
dragon.
He
Yeah.
just flies to West Bumblefuck somewhere, and
He's like, I just decided to hang out here for a while, like
Yeah.
the view.
and I like how she's just filthy.
She's like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
How about some food? She's being really bitchy.
You can't
At least
reason
you
with
could
the
do. It was
black
like they
dragon.
were. It was like they were a married couple.
I know.
At least you could get some food for us.
Yeah.
What am I
Fucking
supposed to
Khaleesi.
eat out here? This place is a mess.
Yeah, the actress doesn't want to be nude anymore in any scenes.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm the queen.
Yeah. So what's
No,
this?
you're not.
What's this about?
I'm in
with all the,
Terminator. I can't be nude anymore. Look at
Wait.
me.
Sierra
With-
Connor.
with the Dothraki, are there like different? There's like different tribes,
So
right?
what I think
Different Khalasars.
in what happens in the book is basically exactly what happened with Daenerys there. She's out there in like the grasslands or wherever,
Yeah.
and she's hanging out with Drogon, and then she kind of strays, and she's walking along, and then all of a sudden she encounters this other group, and
Khalasar.
yeah, and I
Which
believe
Khalasar
that
is-
the Khal.
Yes.
You remember what a Khalasar
Yep.
is, right? I believe what the Khal of this particular Khalasar,
Wants to bang
was-
a dragon.
not her, the dragon.
And Drogon's like, I guess. Band's over. Spoilers. Ass
Yeah.
fucked.
He spoils that dragon.
Go on.
Oxnard, do you remember this? Or maybe people in the chat remember. I thought that the Khal, or it was a part of Khal Drogo's group, and they did not see eye to eye on things. Wasn't it somebody who disagreed or something like that? It was like an enemy kind of Khal Drogo within
I
his
want to
Khalasar?
say yes, but I don't remember completely.
Now she threw a ring to the ground. Was that like her Khal Drogo ring or something?
I thought it was that, or like her,
Drogo.
you know,
I
like
don't know.
some kind of like, you
It's
know,
like a bone ring.
The
like, you know,
one
like
ring.
The Godfather wears it, or
The
something.
one
you know
ring to kill them all.
face. You trying
So
to kiss me?
Daniel Plainville says they won her Yunkai and Marine, but I guess they left after that. I don't know.
Yunkai? That's the name of the
And
city.
Marine.
Yeah, Yunkai and Marine. Yeah, those are the 2 cities she won.
Yeah, but he's
Hey, that was a
saying
lot.
that those what the hell is it called?
Khalasar.
That Khalasar. He's saying that Khalasar won those cities for her.
Oh, is that the same Khalasar that Khal Drogo was?
That they. No, I thought that no, because that Khalasar abandons her because Khal Drogo's dead, and then
Well, she
she's
still had
and then
some-
they have to like fight their way out because what happens is after Drogo's dead, it's like a battle, you know, of like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like who's the alpha here?
No, but she still had a group with her when after all that.
yeah, but it was only people that were
Here's the
super
thing, though.
loyal.
It
They
doesn't matter.
mostly all left.
But it
As
could have
long-
been-
that was a
could've been
huge. That
Dothraki
was like
people.
thousands of them.
Yeah.
As long as she has that dragon with her, she can take over any Khalasar.
But see, here's the thing: Drogon's not with her, so we're
Right.
gonna have to wait and see if he.
Drogon's licking his
hears the
wounds.
call.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Daenerys, lay off. He just fucking saved your ass. He's got a hole in his wing. He needs some rest. Get me dinner. I'm hungry. I'm bored.
doing, Drogon?
I don't want to watch the baseball game.
Oh, you have winged wings? What is that? You're gay.
You're
What do
scaly.
you mean you're gay?
That's so gay.
Gay.
Why is she calling him gay?
I don't know.
You're stupid.
How is that an insult? Oh, now you can talk now? Like you're a dragon, you can talk?
And
Yeah.
Well, why don't you
Motherfucker.
sound like Sean Connery? I don't understand. You sound like Louis Armstrong. Oh, yeah, so?
All right, what's next?
Moving on as quickly as possible.
I think maybe those horses just keep running around in a circle until it makes a
For
tornado.
infinity.
And then she flies up into the air.
Yeah, she just lifts off, and she has to go back to her home planet.
Yeah. Or a whirlpool, like, opens up into
Is
the,
there
in the
a
crust
moon?
of the earth.
Is there a moon?
You'll never
Yes.
know.
What's the moon? Wait, what?
There was a comet. A red comet.
It's a comet, but is there a moon?
I think there's a moon.
Who gives a fuck?
What's the name of the moon?
There's tides.
Moon.
Okay, all right.
I think they just say moon. I don't know.
They have tides, so maybe they have a moon.
Westeros 2. Moon Westeros.
All right.
Space Westeros.
All right, Circe.
CRC.
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 Moving on to
Do you
CRC.
confess?
All right, CRC. High Sparrow's there. Hey, you want to confess? Awesome. But guess
We're
what?
pissing Daniel Plainview off.
Why? What did he say?
I'm not talking about why the Unsully don't totally suck. Oh, maybe
No, the chat's pissing
the
him
chat's pissing him off. I just saw it.
Don't
You
even
guys are
read
pissing
that.
me
It's
off.
so out of context.
Listen, chat.
sense to read
You
it.
guys talk amongst yourselves, so we're just going to keep talking and talking
Yeah.
and talking.
I'm sorry if we're not addressing you guys. It's hard because I have to turn away and I'm far away from my monitor. Anyway, what's the matter?
I was looking out the window. I saw a woman
Oxnard is so
walking by.
easily distracted. Oh, watch out the
Why
window!
would you even move?
Window! Squirrel! Bird! Raindrop! All right.
Sir, CRC.
CRC?
CRC.
She confesses. Mm-hmm. The long march begins.
What does she confess to?
Fornicating with Lancel Lannister.
Buggery.
You have been accused of buggery.
Tuggery. All right.
Oh!
Man, when they were cleaning her,
Flubbery.
they were cleaning her, and then they took that razor out, and then they started cutting her hair. I was like, wow, that's the best thing that they could have cut with that razor. Because I was like, I didn't know where that was going with that razor. I thought
What'd you
maybe
think? Slice a nip off?
I thought maybe they're gonna torture her or some shit. I don't know. Like take off a
We're
finger.
going to give you a Brazilian.
No, like
Oh my
no,
god!
like they gotta
that's
take off a
horrifying.
finger as a punishment or some shit. That's something I thought was gonna happen. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
ultimately, I think them just taking a finger off would have been better than what she ended up enduring.
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you
maybe.
would you rather go through? I mean, we all
don't
watched
know.
it, so we know what happens. Everybody listening, she had to march through the entire city all the way to the Red Keep, naked as the day she was born. And
question about
wouldn't you
that.
give a finger up instead of having that happen?
I would
and
walk
having
it.
shit and piss and cabbage and food and stuff thrown at you?
Because I still have my fingers, so no.
So you'd rather strangers throw
You have to
throw
remember your
piss, shit,
Yeah.
Your position
Garbage.
of power. You were the queen,
Okay, that's all right.
and now you're
no, boss.
belittled to the
You
point.
were the queen.
You were the queen, boss. Okay, you had
You
long,
were-
beautiful, flowing
I want
locks.
my
Also,
fingers.
you were once the most desired woman in Westeros.
I'd like my fingers on my hands.
What if it's just the pinky?
I have a question. Why are her feet all bloodied?
Because she's marching through the entire city. And Flea
Yes.
Bottom, I don't think they really do a good job of showing well, I think they do, but Flea Bottom is like
Spikes
think of the
everywhere.
most disgusting slum.
Like Marrakesh. There you go.
Why is Marrakesh the most disgusting slum?
even know what
Because
that
that's
is.
a street
Offending.
vending
Let me
thing.
offend other cities. Montreal. Think of Montreal, boss.
Just imagine like glass on the floors. You just walk through it. Oh, you're just dead.
I would just be careful where I step.
You can't. It's so fucking.
You're also being pushed forward
Tiring.
by a fucking.
Didn't look like
Jerk.
she was pushed. She just kept walking.
She pushes her at one point. She's like, "Walk."
Yeah,
She
shame,
pushes her, yeah.
shame, shame.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying. That
So
lady-
this is a body double.
Do you
Is
like,
what you said.
How do you interview
So,
for
yeah.
that position? Do you like shouting shame at people
Yeah.
and pushing?
You like hitting
Yeah, if
naked
it's some-
people and shame.
I don't understand how these like 4 or 5 people escorting her could hold back a mob. Like why wasn't there just a group of guys who just grabbed her, took her somewhere? I don't
The
buy
sparrows, because what happens is this like religious movement has swept through the city.
So
That's
they
why
all
they have.
abide by
That's
it.
why Tommen can't even like. Even if he wanted to, he wouldn't be able to really do anything about this. It would be like chaos in the city because this completely grips the city. It flows through. So the sparrows are in an incredible position of power. That's the whole reason why she's in this position at all. Yeah, and that she doesn't just get out of it. You know what I mean? Because they're holding all the cards, so to
Still think
speak.
somebody would have gone in there and killed her. Or, I don't know.
Well, that one woman that went right in there, she doesn't have a face anymore. That one guy clobbered her so hard.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I did hear. So this was a body double, and I thought it was weird looking, which is fine. I don't
Yeah,
care. He's
because
a
I've
body
seen
double,
her
but
boobs from 300, so I was like, that's
unless
not
that was a
them.
body double.
Nah.
Anyway, nah, he knows Lena Headey's boobs like the back of his hand.
No, I was telling you, there's an article. It explains how a lot of nude scenes in Hollywood and TV shows are just all CGI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just wear these very skin-tight outfits.
Oh.
And so it shows the formation of your body, and then within the computers, they can just put in like fake boobs and stuff.
Interesting.
I don't understand the point of that, because if
Yeah.
I go into a theater and I see an actress nude, but it's not really her nude, but I walk out thinking it's nude, like what's the
I
difference?
guess it's for their
I
own
don't
peace of
understand.
mind.
Yeah, I
Also, I
understand.
don't care if I see particular actresses nude. I can just watch any porn I want on the
Well,
internet.
they don't want you to know how big
Yeah.
your nipples are.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed
All
by my
actresses-
dinner plate nipples.
Yeah.
All actresses have enormous nipples.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't want you to see that.
There's something weird about
When they
it.
join the Screen Actors Guild, they have to get them. It's mandatory.
Nipples not large enough.
All right.
The leader of the Screen Actor Guild decreed, "Thou shalt not have nipples tinier than mine."
Ew.
And she has enormous nipples. I don't know who I'm even talking about. Moving on.
All right. So
But
this
anyway, yeah,
scene
you
was
could see-
very
it looked,
brutal.
You could tell that it was like a. The only reason I even noticed or even cared was that I just looked and I just noticed that it was like her face looked weird around the body,
Right.
and you could tell that it had been CGI'd on.
Right.
But anyway, that was brutal, and I mean, she still did an amazing job. And she was like naked at some points, and she was wearing like a suit. I read in an article. I mean, and she still has to basically go through this whole process.
Yeah. Calling her cunt.
All kinds of horrible things, and
Guy
berating
shows up
her.
with his wiener out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're throwing. She's covered with
And
shit.
that guy
at
was
the
not
end.
an actor.
That was the director.
That was David Nutter.
It's not the bloody budget, mate.
I'm gonna show you
do
my
it.
Nutter. Yeah.
I heard that guy can't show his cock. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Here we are. Zip. In the body, budget, blah, blah, blah.
Here's the one thing that's in the fucking budget. You
My
fucking
cock.
cunt. My fucking cock. Then she finally makes her way through the difficult trek.
And then they stab her.
The King's Guard. And Maester Qyburn's there with a fresh towel.
There.
And what
I
happens?
need a zombie
Boss?
mountain for you.
Boss, what
Yes.
happens there? Something you
Zombie
would-
Mountain.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
I wish I saw his face though. I wanted to see what like happened to him. Is he sort of like a zombie? That's what I'm assuming. He's
I
like
don't know.
an
I have
undead
no idea. Here's the thing.
mountain.
The book does not have an explanation. The show is going to keep going on. So I'm very excited to see.
Yeah, you basically know
But-
everything we know about that.
But
He
is
took
that
a vow of
in,
silence.
is that in the book that he survives?
Yeah, he's there. Well, you see, like all of a sudden, there's this figure there, and he's like super imposing, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute,
I was saying
who the
before.
fuck is this? And
there's
then
two
you're like,
things-
oh boy.
Yeah, there's two things I can say that are still sort of spoilers.
Say it.
Okay, basically, Cersei
Speak.
demands trial by combat.
Uh huh.
Guess who she picks?
Right.
Okay.
So.
That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Okay.
Interesting.
How's the chat going?
Arrowson made a good point, actually. He says Cersei got her power through marriage and
Yes.
intimidation. There's nothing saying that she can't get her place back by intimidation again.
Yeah, I just assumed.
Which is a good point.
I just assumed that Zombie Mountain was just gonna kill all the sparrows.
Like, do you honestly...
So trial by combat makes a little more sense.
He
to
just
me.
screams and their heads explode.
But now I'm wondering who's he gonna fight? Did they get that far in the book? Yes or no?
I honestly don't even remember.
I don't think they do.
No, they
Well,
don't.
that's interesting. Who's she gonna fight? Who's
So
she gonna fight?
the other interesting thing that I thought is she's not gonna have a fucking trial. You think she's ever gonna fucking
and now
go
she
out
made it
there
to the
again?
keep. She's like, okay, great, I'm back.
Yeah, it's war.
Oh, God,
You think
yeah.
that this, like to Arrowson's point, you know what I mean? Like, do you think that she's gonna let this go. Like
Right.
she's confessed
No,
now.
they're all
Okay, fine.
fucked.
We're square.
Yeah, that's why
this
I
is
assumed-
war for her
That's
now.
why I assumed Zombie Mountain was gonna kill them.
Yeah, she's not going to rest until they're all like fucking tortured to death
Right.
publicly.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of people watching, they were also like, they hated Cersei for some reason. I was always a big proponent for Cersei.
But now,
And I like Cersei a lot.
No, I know. I like all the characters. Jamie was one of my favorite characters.
Like, I know some people watching this scene as she's being shamed, they're going like, "Oh, good. I'm glad that's happening to her." I guarantee it.
oh, I know you're
There
right.
are a lot of people
You're right.
who hated Cersei and wanted her to
Yeah,
have
I just
her
disagree
comeuppance.
with it. I just disagree with it.
Yeah, with me, I was like, "Oh, this is horrible." I like Cersei. I
really
understood her a
don't care
lot.
That happened. I have
All
an
right,
idea.
boss. I'm sorry I said anything.
Oxnard, I'm sorry to tell you, but your
cares?
opinion is
She does
fucking
deserve
garbage.
it. She does deserve it. I think that when Jamie gets back, the
Gonna bang her.
High Sparrow's gonna use him to like bait her. He's gonna be like, you have to have your trial because he's now captured. He has to do his trial.
I
That's
think
what
when Jamie gets back, Cersei's gonna have him killed.
He's gonna be so horny.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
He's gonna be like, because every time somebody dies, he's like, I gotta fuck you. Joffrey's dead. Let's fuck.
And I love the looks of the maesters here. Pycelle is there just looking at her going like good, and then Meister Qyburn is the first one to like come up to her. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mad scientist.
Meister Qyburn's awesome.
Cool character.
Look at what I've created.
He's like, this will cheer you up.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
I honestly though, when Jamie returns, you think that she's gonna welcome him home? Her daughter is dead, and she's gonna
Well-
totally blame him.
I don't know.
No, she definitely is. She blames him for everything. When he was gone, because he was being held captive, it's not like he could do anything about that.
She's running out
She
of family
totally
members.
blamed him. No,
So-
you're right, maybe.
Yeah, but she
And
kind of
maybe
likes
after the
that. She
trauma.
likes, making the numbers smaller, especially with the High Council. Like she likes getting all these members away 'cause she wants to be in full control.
Maybe.
I wonder, and also now I wonder how she's going to react because her uncle is the hand of the king now. Also, are Marjorie and what's his name, Loras, still
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
held?
they're still.
They were not in this episode.
Yeah.
So are they still being held?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, because I think at this point in the story in the book they weren't. Like I think this was the whole thing to me. I remember it as the tables had been turned on Cersei, and on another level of Marjorie is now out. She's been freed, and Cersei is the one that's captive. But I might not be
Yeah, I
remembering
don't
right.
know. That's the problem with these books is like they're so complicated that you can't fit all this information into like an episode. So you just have to focus on these major plot points and just hope people don't overthink it. All right, so moving on to Jon Snow.
Wow, things get from worse to worser.
How many
Red Woman,
characters are gonna die?
the Red Woman reaches Castle Black.
Yeah. I don't know why she's going there because she's just gonna get raped.
Yeah, but where
That's
else?
what I think. That's what I think.
Where else is she
I
gonna
was
go?
like, why would you go there?
First of all, I'm pretty sure she can handle herself.
Yeah.
How?
She'll
With
just
magic?
light you on fire.
I don't think so.
But what's her other
She
option?
hasn't shown that ability.
What's her other option? Where's she
I don't
gonna
know,
go?
Somewhere else.
She was in
Where
Dragonstone.
the fuck you came from?
Well, she came
Well,
from the
that's
other
also
continent.
true. But no, I think she's. I mean, I'm not worried about that. But she shows up. What I'm more worried about. Well, I would be more worried about Davos fucking going ape shit and blaming everything on her because he didn't like her to begin
No,
with.
Davos is the Rock. He's not gonna go apeshit.
Liam Cunningham.
Yeah.
That's his name. I love that actor. He's fucking awesome. Anyway,
Davos is always going to be the one. It doesn't matter how extreme the circumstances become. He's always going to be the guy who's just like, okay, I have the right idea. Let's go over here.
I wish I could grow a beard like that.
Yeah.
He's got an amazing
I wish I could
beard.
fuck him. Don't you want to fuck him,
No.
Dexter?
What?
All right, moving on.
Oh yeah, moving on. As quickly as humanly possible.
Ollie
Says Jon Snow,
is a jerk off.
come with me. You're needed somewhere else.
Now, the other
out of
thing-
this room.
He said
They
no,
really
What did he
rushed-
say? Said a wildling said he knows your uncle. He's
Oh
alive.
yes, that's right.
Actually, I really enjoyed how they did this because they rushed into this so quickly, and it's just like, "Hey, Jon Snow, you need to see something." Blah blah blah, and then he walks into the thing. And it says traitor, and you're like, "What?" and then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alistair
it was
Thorne
good. I
stabbed
like
him.
that it was quick.
Yeah,
too.
they didn't drag this out.
Yeah, this is
it
good.
was like-
this is
yeah.
like a good
It was
like
really well
fuck you
done.
moment. This
Yeah.
is like the red wedding.
They have the Red Woman show up. Davos is upset. Jon Snow is confused. He can't believe it. So you knew Stannis lost. He's probably dead. If not captured, probably dead, you assume. And then you cut to Ollie getting Jon Snow and, like you said, saying, oh, there's a wildling says he knows Benjen Stark. Said he saw him. Come talk to him. Goes down there, sees the traitor sign. Then before you know it, he's like, what the fuck? He turns around. Alistair Thorne's there. And he's like, for the watch, stab. And then they all come up and say the same thing, for the
Who's
watch,
the one who
stab.
wrote the traitor sign?
Oh, I don't know. They don't say that.
Somebody who knows how to write.
It was probably Ollie. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. No, but it's true. Somebody.
Because not
probably
a lot
Alistair
of them probably
Thorne.
are illiterate.
Probably Alistair Thorne. Yeah, but half of them are illiterate.
It
at
should have
least.
been misspelled. And he could have looked at it and be
There's a-
like, you should have looked at it and be like, Traitor?
Traitor? Why is
Traitor? Trado?
Trey
Twatter?
Quarter?
Twats? Am I a twat?
Fuckface.
Fuck.
And then somebody stabs him. It says traitor.
Yeah. He's like, why is there a Q in there? And then Ollie delivers
For
the
the watch.
final blow.
But did you notice? Did any of the people on the watch were crying tears? Did you notice that?
I think
I don't
Ollie
think
was
so.
the most visibly upset one.
Right.
he's a
Only
pansy.
because Alistair Thorne's fucking smiling. Look at him
Yeah.
smirking behind Ollie.
You know,
Yeah, he
I'm sorry
likes
to bring this up again, but in the book, it was a very detrimental thing
Yes,
to the
it was.
entire watch. It was people; they were weeping, and they're just saying like, "What the actions you're taking, Jon Snow, are detrimental towards the watch." So for the watch, stab. For the watch, stab, and they were all crying.
Yeah.
Here it seems like, you know,
Well,
they're
and-
very
but
happy
they
to do
kinda
it.
set it
And I
up
love
that
this
way.
last shot in the episode with the blood.
Yeah, and then at the very end, he sticks his tongue out a little.
He goes cross-eyed.
See, he still can't keep his mouth shut.
Very slowly.
Even in death.
Very
Hey, that's
slowly,
just how he
Sam's
is.
cock just appears on screen.
A penis comes towards his face.
I thought as they walk away, Alistair was going to elbow Allie and say, hey, clean it up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're the low man on the totem pole.
But think of the options they have here. This is where the book ends. Do they burn the body to make sure it's not going to become a
Yeah,
white?
you got to burn it.
Okay, but let's say they don't. Let's say
see,
Melisandre
so
comes
now
back to
white.
life.
This is what Oxnard was trying to talk about earlier.
Don't you become a white if you die this far north?
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess,
Yeah.
Because remember, seasons ago, that one guy...
You always have to
did.
burn the bodies.
Yeah.
Right.
But so when that happened, my first thought was he's not going to stay dead. That's what I was thinking. He's not going to stay dead. The Red Woman is there, okay? In the book, whatever, she never leaves, but it doesn't matter. It's the same purpose. She's back there now, right? So we know that Thoros of Myr had the ability to bring Beric Dondarrion back. He
Right.
did it repeatedly.
Right.
So they've already established that.
Yeah, I think... yeah.
They've established that power exists, and even through science in this world, that power exists because you see Maester Qyburn doing that with the mountain, the Franken pussy, whatever people were saying. Anyway, so my thinking is that he's going to be brought back.
I agree because, like you said, they already brought a guy back, so that they set that rule. So I kind of agree because, we know that is possible, and then the Red Woman comes there for some reason. So those two together make sense that he would come back. So I agree.
Any other
Yeah, you.
predictions?
Oxnard already said it. Yeah. Any other predictions?
Boss, predictions?
I hope that the first episode of next season is a
Boobs.
shot of everybody at
Everybody's
Castle,
boobs.
everybody at Castle Black
Boobs.
dead and rising as zombies.
With their boobs.
That's quite what an evil laugh. That's quite a shot to come back. That's a confusing opening. Or you want to do it like a Tarantino film, kind of, or like an episode of Lost,
30 years
and like
before.
to do everything in flashback.
No, it wasn't flashback. It's just like, yeah, they died, undead are here.
No, that's not a flashback.
Everybody
But I'm
else is
saying like
fucked,
do
too.
that and then start going into flashback.
I really hope that the undead just kill everybody, and that's it. That's it.
That's what I'm kind of hoping for, too. I kind of just want to see humanity. Oh, we're so cool and smart. Fuck you.
I kind of want to
Dead.
see
Take
like the
over
people
everything.
at the wall get there, like, see, told you so.
Yeah, and I think
because
the
they're
pe-
always like, we need men. There's a lot happening up here, and everyone's like, yeah, right.
I would love if
that's
the-
a legend.
Everybody at the wall, they kind of escape to like some sanctuary somewhere, and everyone who's playing the Game of Thrones down south they all get wiped out.
Oh, that's a cool theory.
And the Game of Thrones is just, pointless.
Oh, the inventor. Interesting point here in the chat.
What do you say?
The inventor says, Kit Harington has said that he's been told that he's dead and isn't coming back for season 6.
Really?
That's what the inventor said. So
I think
and then,
that's
Daniel Plainview said that
horseshit.
well, Daniel Plainview says he's lying.
Yeah,
He's a liar.
he could be lying. Yeah,
He's my son,
horseshit.
the liar. And
I don't know.
I wouldn't believe anything you say. Why would he just spoil that? That's just ridiculous.
Well, you have to remember, all these actors...
Unless they lied to Kit Harington.
all these actors have publicists, and they
Maybe.
have people who manage them, and they tell them to say certain things at
Hey,
certain
let's-
times.
let's
right,
be honest.
exactly. Yeah,
Just
I
great
agree
hype.
With that. Everything's planned. Just
I
Kit
don't think Jon
Harington
Snow... Jon
seems-
Snow is coming back.
Kit Harington seems like he's easy to lie to.
he seems like an
What are you talking about?
Exactly. He's an idiot.
Kit, come in, have a seat.
What do you mean I'm a mouth breather?
Tell him that.
Yeah.
Tweet it.
Look, sorry, buddy. I know we killed you off, but you're dead for sure. You're definitely not coming back.
You were right the whole time.
I was dead though, Tom.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I had a good time. I won't be a zombie anymore. See you later. Where's Sam?
Sam, no, he's gone to Old Town.
Oh!
I want to know where his wolf is. Where's Ghost?
Well, that's the other
They
thing.
kill Ghost first.
So the other thing is, so
Ghost-
it's either the Red Woman's gonna bring him back to life
the
because we
Ghost
established
eats
that,
Or Ghost is gonna piss on his corpse.
I never liked you. He suddenly talks.
I'm a wolf. Oh, I was pissing the whole time.
Yeah, I'm taking a piss, mate. Get it? No, but the other thing was that
maybe he warped into him.
well, if I remember right, in Dance with Dragons, in the what is it called?
Epilogue?
The prologue.
Prologue.
I wanted to say prequel, and then I was like, what the fuck word am I looking for here?
In the
Jesus
jerking off?
You remember in the asshole beginning? So no, in the prologue. I meant prologue. I said that to my English professor one time. She almost had a fit. No, so in the prologue, I think wasn't it in Dance with Dragons? There was a character. It was like a wildling or something. They're dying and they're looking for something to warg so that they can live on.
Yes.
So they kind of set that up too. So one of the thoughts that I had was that maybe he's able to, because all the Starks doesn't Arya have dreams constantly that she's with her wolf? She's seeing things through her wolf. So all the Starks have this warg connection to their wolves.
He's gonna warg into Ghost.
So maybe he warged just in time into Ghost
Holy shit.
before he actually passed away, because you see this long shot on his face as he's dying, as he's bleeding out. Doesn't mean he's dead right away. So maybe he has that opportunity, and he's slipping into this warg state with Ghost, who is not present at the in the scene.
That's...
Am I blowing your mind right now?
No, it's not that. It's just like, I know the show, if they do that, that's fucking awesome. But there's a part of my mind that's just like, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think
They're not gonna do that. But that would be so fucking cool if, like, the dog... Ghost becomes like a major character and you follow him.
Well, there's things that they may do that though, because there's things with Bran that they have to do that are going to be like people.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know
with
how they're
Bran.
going to remind people about Bran.
I
It seems like Brand is abandoned.
I think he's just Jon Snow's gonna become a White Walker and join their army.
Well,
I think that's what's gonna happen.
So here's what I want to talk about. With you. Okay. There are two things in the book that they didn't touch upon in the show. And one may be a spoiler, one may not. But I think at this point, it doesn't matter because, I mean, you basically know where it's going to go. Like next season, I don't know what's going to happen either. So there's a character called Cold Hands, okay? In the book, Sam and Gilly, they end up actually crossing paths with Bran and the group. I can't remember if that happens in the show, or I think it briefly does.
It does. He gets in the dragon
when they're in the tower, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But they meet this character Cold Hands, okay, and he helps Bran get to the Green Seer. I always believed that was Benjen Stark,
Who's Benjen Stark?
Jon
was a
Snow's
guy-
uncle,
Jon Snow's.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
who was believed to be dead.
All right.
And this person appears to be like basically a White Walker.
He appears to be a White
Well,
Walker?
he's like, it's basically like he's right. Don't you remember the description? Oxnard?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, he's like
half White Walker?
Well, basically, it's like a sentient
White Walker.
where he's like one of the Ice King's people, but he has a will of his own.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, and there's also another character which they
That's
have.
true, yeah.
So I'm expecting. That's why when I read when Jon Snow was killed, I was like Benjamin's, cold hand situation here. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's why I believe he's going to come back in some capacity. The other thing was they said, and I believe that HBO or the people who are involved with the show have said there will be no Lady Stoneheart. Lady Stoneheart is a
Set
character.
this up for boss.
So
Start from the Red Wedding.
so we mentioned Beric Dondarrion and that group before.
Yep.
So what happens is Beric Dondarrion dies. That group starts traveling around the area with the leader Lady Stoneheart. Okay, they start pursuing anybody that was affiliated with the Red Wedding on the wrong side, not on the side of the North, basically. So Freys in particular, and I think in the book it was like in an epilogue there is a Frey who is out and about. I can't even remember the
Well,
reason
he was
why.
a drunk guy, and he
had
was
headaches because he had been hit in the head, and he had these
and
terrible
he was just like
headaches.
traversing the lands on
Yeah.
some sort of expedition. Yeah.
Anyway, what the group does is they basically take these people hostage to be judged by Lady Stoneheart. And what's revealed is that Lady Stoneheart is Catelyn Stark, kind of resurrected.
What?
Okay?
She's a white.
And she's a
She has a
white.
slit
she's like
throat.
she's just a walking corpse with her slit throat, and she
What?
puts her
And when she
hand
speaks,
over her throat to
it's-
be like.
Yeah. She has to speak with her hand over her throat to make the proper sounds. Otherwise,
Yeah.
she's just like.
And then she passes judgment on the people
That's
before they're
crazy.
executed. Yeah,
That's the thing about the third book. It's so
That's the
fucking
epilogue.
awesome.
yeah. Of the
That's the
so-
last part of the third book. Before that, you have the Red Wedding. There's so many great things about the third book.
Strange.
And
So
when I read
zombies
that
walking around, talking, passing judgment.
when I read that they're not even going to include that fact,
That's huge. Because I
I
keep
don't
waiting
underst-
for that to happen.
I do not understand how that is not in the show. It almost makes me a little angry because
Well,
yeah, it pisses me off.
it's
you know why?
fucking
I have
awesome.
a theory now of why. Maybe if they're gonna do that kind of thing with Jon Snow, they didn't want to do it already with Catelyn Stark because it would have gave it away. Maybe that's
Okay.
why.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you
Yeah.
already saw Lady Stoneheart,
Yeah, but here's the
then
thing.
you would
Like,
have
there was
thought
no
that
good time to do
It-
it. Maybe.
right. That too, but
that could be true, but also it's the fact that they said we're just completely not doing it. Like you could have saved it for a later date, like for a later episode, but just the fact that they said, "Hey, we're not doing that
maybe
at
they're
all."
doing it next season. It could happen.
And I mean, they haven't. That's why I was talking
That was
about
my-
the cold hands thing because he's not. He hasn't been in it at all. So I'm assuming he's not gonna be.
My hope is that they just say
Maybe
like,
they're all
"Oh, we're not
next
doing that," and then they just like surprise you. Hey, guess what? We did do that.
no, they'd probably save it
Just
for
like
next season.
Just like how they lied to Kit Harington.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if that's next season. They show that a couple times.
Daniel Plainview says, "Goes not in the fucking budget, mate.
Oh, fucking
Goes
budget!
not in the fucking budget."
Where's a craft service table? I want a Twinkie on the fucking bloody budget, mate. Who are you, Timmy?
Fuck off. Wine! Arrowson says, the problem I'd see with John warging into Ghost is that it costs a lot of money for Ghost to become a major character
Yeah,
and have a lot of screen time. Ah, Deborah, what the hell?
that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
I know it takes a lot of money to make the show. But
I mean, that's why they didn't even have the things with Arya having the dreams. Or maybe
Yeah.
that happened after she went blind. Maybe that's why.
we'll see. Well, now Arya's
see.
blind. She's going to be going on the real missions now to become a real member of the Dark Brotherhood.
Taker of life.
Taker of life. Yes, Dark Brotherhood. Next.
Well, so yeah, I don't know.
All right, so that's our season 5 finale discussion, I guess.
Live.
Yeah, live.
Live and uncomfortable.
Yeah, and this is actually pretty good because I don't have to edit anything. You heard it. Here it is.
And we will put this on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta edit it low when you go on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, I just mean for the people listening.
Well, barely. Yeah, there's really no editing.
Yeah, there's not much editing going on. Right, Fiona?
Holding a
Damn straight.
Fiona, no! Put down the gun!
Oh, God!
Fiona, please!
Fluffy, no!
Ginger, no!
All right. Yeah, so don't worry, because I'm going to try and... If you can give me the file for last week, I'm going to put that up on YouTube.
Yeah. We'll put it up.
We'll put this one up on YouTube.
And
for
we'll
you guys
edit
to
out
watch.
we'll edit out the mistakes that I made when I was accidentally
Yeah.
playing a previous episode over us talking.
That's fine. You only did it over the comments.
Over most of the comments. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it was okay.
So it's fine.
It was only like for 15 or 20 minutes or something.
All right. Give
I'm
us, like-
sure if you're following us, thank you. And also you will get an update when we start streaming again.
All right. I hope everyone's doing
Okay.
good.
All right, see you again in a little bit. Thanks, guys.
See ya, pals.